Hey everybody and welcome back. Today is going to be a tutorial with the new Urban Decay Electric palette. Oh yeah. This palette is absolutely insane, pigmented, just crazy amazing, like I've said a billion times before, like on Instagram, and I'll probably say it like throughout the video, but this palette is just so beautiful, like beautiful. There's no words. I'm speechless. It comes with 10 eyeshadows. They all look like this. It comes with a dual-ended brush. I will be doing probably a ton of tutorials with this. This is going to be the first of many. This is going to be a Radiant Orchid inspired look. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it's not too crazy for you. Be sure to thumbs up if you're excited for the Urban Decay Electric palette and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, so I'm going to start out by priming my face with the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I'm just going to apply a thin coat all over my face. Pat the rest of that into my skin where my pores are most visible. And when your face is nice and primed, you're going to go ahead and do your foundation. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. All I need is literally one pump from this bottle and it covers my entire face. I've never had a foundation that does that. Literally just one pump like that. And then I go in and just do dots all over my face first. I feel like going in and doing dots and blending it first makes it so the brush doesn't absorb most of the product. Okay, so foundation is on. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows and then I'll be right back. If you are interested in how I do my eyebrows, I will have a tutorial listed below. So okay, brows are on, and can I just say it was one of those bad brow days. You can only manipulate your brows so much before they betray you. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take tape, and I'm going to put it under my lower lash line and extend it to about under my brows. That's going to act as a guideline for our eyeshadows. But because I ran out of tape, I had to go grab like packing tape. Life's good today, and I'm just cutting it into strips and using that. So yeah, just do that to both sides. Lash line and extend it up. Pretty foolproof. And seriously, like my face is all taped. So I need to, okay, so now we are going to get out our electric palette. Can I just say this palette is crazy amazing, and I cannot stop saying that because it is. It's just amazing palette, so colorful. I love the packaging. The packaging just look like, to me, it just looks like a whole bunch of like clouds or smoke, just like all colorful, like all these different color clouds just like meshing into each other. It's intense. So before we get into the shadows, putting the shadows on our eyes, I do want to go ahead and mention that 4 of the eyeshadows are not FDA approved for the immediate eye area. So those shadows would be Slow Burn, Savage, Jilted, and Urban. Now, if you're confused like I was when I first heard what does that mean and is this palette going to be worth it if 4 out of the 10 eyeshadows aren't made for the immediate eye area? So it's just not FDA approved in the United States. Anywhere else that sells Urban Decay, it is FDA approved. So what it can do is just irritate the eyes really bad. So this may or may not happen to you. It's just, that is just a disclosure. So you can use it as your own discretion. So if those shades are going to irritate your eyes, you can use them for nail polish, lips, if it on your eyebrows, I think you'd be pretty safe there. And I've even seen people put it in their hair. So you can use this palette still. They like to call this an artistry palette because, rather than an eyeshadow palette, because you can use it for more than just eyeshadow. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so to get started here, I'm just going to apply the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in Milk all over the lid. And pretty much your entire eye area. Seriously, like, you guys let me know if you prefer these talk through videos over my voiceovers. I just do voiceovers because it's easier for me, because I usually have a lot going on in my background, if you haven't caught on to that already. So this is, you know, be prepared for some background. But do share if you like this type of video better. Okay, so before we start in with our colors, I'm going to just go in with a matte highlight shade just to create a base for the like those extremely colorful shades to blend into. That's pretty much the point of that step. Into the palette, I'm going to take the brush out. So we're just going to take a fluffy blending brush and we're going to go in with the shade Savage. It's just bright, bright pink. And we're going to start to work that into our upper crease area. This is going to be like, with most eyeshadows look, what our transition shade is. Now that is extremely pigmented. So I'm guessing a little goes a long way because I just went to town on that eye. So we're just going to evenly distribute it between the two eyeballs. Like seriously, like blend until your arms fall off. That is the key to any eyeshadow look, in getting your colors to really pop, or you know what I mean. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Urban. It's this purpley bright shade, and I'm going to deepen the crease with that. And so the tape, I really like the tape for this because it really like acts as a guideline and a barrier, so we don't have shades running all over the place. I know that looks crazy, but literally like when we remove the tape, there will be no trace of purple anywhere but the eyes, anywhere than where it was intended for. And take that same blending brush that we used to apply like our transition and just go and diffuse all of that up in here. Now we're going to go in with our lid shade. For my lid, I'm going to be using the color Jilted. It's right here. It's another purpley shade, but on the lid it appears more pink. I don't know, I didn't mention it. This is a pressed, these are pressed eyeshadow to make them into pressed pigments in order to get the vibrancy of these shades. So yeah, here I'm just taking that Jilted shade to just really pack on all that color. Okay. And then you're going to take that same blending brush that we used to apply like our crease with, that same brush. That is pretty much it for our eyeshadows, except for when we remove the tape, we're going to be smudging a little bit of some color under the lower lash line. Okay, I'm going to do a mixture of MAC Nylon and a little bit of Brule from this duo. Not that you could take away anything from these shades, but you never know with highlights. Okay, so now what we're going to do is remove that tape. So now we have our shadows on our lids. I'm going to do my under eye area now. Where did my brush go? To be applying Urban. I'm just like smudging that under the lower lash. Nice and smudged under there. And then we're going to go ahead and do, oh, that tape, look, seriously, look what that tape did. Yeah, so I already have eyeliner applied to this eye, and I'm going to go ahead and do it to this eye. I'm using the NYC Liquid Eyeliner. I've used this for about a couple months and love it. So wing eyeliner, check. And it is kind of dramatic, but that's okay. So for my under eye concealer, I'm just going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder Eraser Dark Circle. This is, like I always say in my videos, it's going to conceal, correct, and brighten the under eye area of my eyes because it helps clean up my eyeshadow and it just really helps brighten up. So I use it for that factor. In itself, I think it's worth it alone for that. It's a win-win for everybody. Okay, and I'm going to go pop on some false lashes and then I'll be right back. Lashes are on. So in the meantime, while those are drying, like the glue is drying, I'm just going to take a nude eyeliner. This is the Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Kajal by Rimmel London. I'm just going to pop that into my lower waterline area just because we have so much color going on my eyes. I don't want my eyes to get lost in the color, so this will just help make them pop, like my eye color pop, even though I got contacts in. Can you see that already, the difference that makes in just brightening my eye? I'm gonna go ahead and put, well, before I get too ahead of myself, my look, I feel, is like really magenta and pink, and this is supposed to be Radiant Orchid, which is like purple with a pink undertone, so I want to fix that a little bit. So I'm just going to be taking Urban on the tip of a flash shader brush, is how I like to do this. And I'm just going to be popping that into the crease like that and out. Okay, I didn't take some Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just apply a couple coats to bottom into the top. This is going to help like fuse our real lashes to our falsies. Eyes are done. Now let's move on to the face. I'm just going to be using Too Faced, you know what, Chocolate Soleil. And we're going to go ahead and just do it like always, starting with the cheekbones. Using a Real Techniques, so this isn't the Expert Face, but the contour brush, so yeah, felt like that was appropriate. Top of the forehead. Now for blush, I'm going to be starting out with the BH Cosmetics Lilac Duo blush. Kind of blend that into your contour, and then just to like go over that, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Sweetheart Perfect Blush Blush in Candy Glow and just sweeping right over the top of that lilac. I just feel like it's going to add some glow. I'm going to go in with a touch of highlighter. I'm going to avoid certain areas of my face because they are broken out later on, like the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead. I just want to look like really glowy. And what the heck, I'm going to put some anyway. Just a tad bit like. So for my lips today, I'm going to be using a Radiant Orchid shade. This is a new product by Too Faced, and it launched with their spring collection. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Long Wear Lipstick. This is amazing, and I want more of them. They're a lot like the Milani liquid, oh gosh, what are those called? It's like the Lip Intense liquid color. It's like the same exact thing, and they kind of like follow the same shade range, but basically it's just a felt tip applicator, and you squeeze it on, you squeeze it and the product comes out through the top. Okay, so lips are done. Now, this may be too much of an intense look for some of you guys out there, and you know what, if that is the case, just go with a nude lip, go with a neutral lip, but I am just really embracing the Radiant Orchid trend right now, if you can't tell. Or if you just want to rock the lips, go for a neutral eye. Neutral will downplay any kind of craziness that you have going on your face. So for me, this I'm pretty comfortable with. I would feel perfectly fine going out into public, but I understand this is not a look for everybody, but this is just, you know, a 2-for-1 showing you how to achieve a Radiant Orchid lip and Radiant Orchid eye. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thumbs up if you like the color Radiant Orchid, and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye!